dolls, it's your girl Jazzy J. Welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I'm going to do a little Q&A. I've been getting a ton of questions in regards to my bunion surgery. So I just decided just to grab a handful of the most asked questions and go ahead and answer them for you now. So if you're new here, I'll link all my surgery videos down below so you can check them out. And also subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with my process and recovery. I am about 8 weeks post-op today. And today is, what is today? October 29th. I had my surgery on September 1st. So with that said, let me grab the questions and let's get right into it. All right, so I'm going to start with the question I get the most. And what is a bunion? Which is so funny because I didn't know what a bunion was either. I automatically, when the doctor told me that, I thought it was what you got on the top of your toe when you wear your shoes too tight, but that's a corn, not a bunion. And I thought that was so silly that I thought that's what it was. But to be honest, a lot of people don't know what a bunion is. Like, I told people I had a bunion surgery, and everybody, the thing that goes on the top of your toe, when I thought the same thing. So I don't feel bad anymore for thinking that's what a bunion was. So I'm just gonna give you the right off of Google so you guys know that it's the truth of what a bunion is. So they also call it bunion a hallux valgus. I hope I said that right. It's an enlargement of the bone at the base of the big toe or the little toe, and it's a deformity. It does not supposed to look like that. So I'm gonna insert a picture up here so you can see my x-rays before my surgery. So you can see I had my big toe kind of leans and it kind of looks like that. Your big toe should be straight up and down. All right, so someone asked me, why did you need to have surgery? So the surgery was done to reduce the pain and correct the deformity, and my bunion really didn't need surgery. But the only reason I had to have the surgery is because the bone, as it started leaning out, it started pushing against my nerves. And if you don't know, nerves are very painful. Anywhere in the body, nerves hurt. Probably the most painful thing ever is the nerves. They hurt like I don't know what. So that's the reason I had to have my surgery. The next question was, what type of bunion did I have? And I just kind of answered that one. Mine was mild to moderate. And I'll put a picture right here with the definition of the bunion that I have. And there's different stages. Mine, I think I was stage 2. But there's like 7 stages of bunion issues. So next it says, how much did it cost? My surgery was around $8,000 and some change, but with my insurance, my out-of-pocket was only I think I paid $925 out of pocket. But I googled it just to check, and it said it can be anywhere from $3,000 to $12,000. Just depends on how serious your bunion is. So mine was 8, so it was pretty close to that severe mark, only because of the nerves. The next question was, how long did your surgery take? My surgery, from the point they rolled me into surgery, not including all the pre-op stuff and getting your IV, but it took 2 hours for them to complete the whole surgery. Next question, someone asked me, was it painful? So, of course, I don't know if the surgery itself was painful because I was completely asleep. And someone did ask me that too down in one of my comments. I should have added that. But yes, I was completely put to sleep. So, it wasn't painful. But when I was in recovery at the hospital, when I woke up, when I was coming out of my drowsiness, uh, I could literally feel the pain. Like before I even opened my eyes, I can feel it. Like my foot was throbbing and it was so much pain. And as I'm coming out of, in and out, I could feel it. It was hurting so bad. The first thing I said when I woke up, my nurse and my doctor was on my bedside. They were like, "How are you?" I was like, "I'm in pain. It hurts." Like my foot is really hurting. So they immediately gave me a shot of morphine, like in my leg, like an actual shot in my leg. And they gave me some pain medicine after the shot of morphine. But when I got home, and my drive was like an hour, had to go pick my kids up from school. Well, I didn't, but me and my husband went to go pick the kids up from school. So that probably took like another hour. So this 2 hours now after surgery. Then the drive home probably was another 30 minutes because of the traffic. So 2 hours and 30 minutes, I get home. Now, mind you, I had a shot of morphine in a leg plus pain medicine. I had still at this point, I didn't eat anything or nothing. So when I got home 2.5 hours after my surgery, I was in excruciating pain. It was like I didn't have any type of medication. It was a type of pain that kind of came and went like that. And as it came, it built up and it got more and more and more. Like I was going out of my mind. The pain, I just kept screaming. Like every couple of seconds I would be screaming from, that back and forth pain. Like a throbbing but different. It's like slow, but as it came, it was awful. So then I had to wait on the pharmacy to fill my medication. So it was probably about 3 hours after surgery before I got medication. And at this point, I probably shouldn't need medication because one, your anesthesia, you get that during surgery. I had a shot of morphine and pain medication from the hospital. I should have been okay for 6 to 8 hours. It's 3.5 hours later and I'm in excruciating pain. So yes, it was painful. And let me just take you to the first 2-3 days. I went to sleep finally because the pain barely. The pain was so bad I could barely sleep. It woke me up like 1 o'clock in the morning, excruciating pain. And not only that, I was nauseous. I don't know what caused it, but they had already prescribed me something for nausea, so they already knew. But the pain was so bad, I ended up throwing up. I couldn't sleep well. So once the pain medicine again got into my system, I was able to go back to sleep. But sleep was hard for me like the first couple of days because of the pain was so bad. It went on like that for like 3 days until I went back to the doctor and he took my first bandage off. And he said it was painful like that because how tight they had the bandage put on. So that had caused all the pain. So that's why he saw me so quickly so he could take the first bandage off and release some of the pain. So yes, my first 3 days was excruciating. And up to today, I am still in some pain. Not as much, but still some type of pain. Alright, so next question. Well, I was asked, here we go, sorry y'all, was how long is recovery? So recovery is anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks depending on how severe your surgery was, or it can be 12 weeks. My recovery time was given 12 weeks. So like I said, I'm at about 8 weeks now. And it takes about a whole year before the bone completely heals. So I'll insert a picture now of my current x-rays. I do have 3 pins placed in my foot. I'll probably do another video for you guys in about a year and let you know, because a lot of people ask me and I can't really answer that question just yet. But I was asked, was it worth it? Am I still having pain? But I can't answer that yet because I'm still in recovery. And yes, I have pain because I had surgery, but not the bunion pain. So I can't answer that yet. But I will do a checkup update video in a year and answer that question. The next question was, when did you have your surgery? September 1st. And then it says, did your surgery require you to have physical therapy? So, okay. So I've been doing physical therapy since maybe a week or 2 after surgery. Just little things the doctor had me do, like wiggle my toes, move my ankle, just some little things like that. And he offered physical therapy if I wanted it, but he said that he just thought it was a waste of money because I can do those things at home. So he just gave me a list of things to do at the house. So like trying to pick up a piece of toilet paper, like ball it up and try to get your toes to pick it up and hold it for a few seconds. I've been doing that. A ball, I've been rolling my foot on a ball, trying to get the big toe to go up and down. I've been taking like a little box and taking my toes and kind of curve over the top. So I've just been doing some things at home, but physical therapy is up to you and your doctor. I just opted out because my doctor felt like I can do my physical therapy at home. But am I seeing any results from that? A little. I honestly think maybe I should have went with the physical therapy because when I'm in pain, I stop. As soon as I feel any type of pain, I'm done. I back off because I baby it, you know. I don't want it to hurt. So I think I go to the doctor on Monday because I had a little incident with my foot. If you guys are following me and you saw my last video, I wasn't able to complete it because I had a little injury. My baby, he accidentally stepped on my toe and it was so painful. Like, not to stop the questions, but it was so painful that I screamed. It went from a scream to one of those silent cries. When you were little and you got your butt toe up and you cried, but there was no sound, I went to that in just straight tears. He felt so bad, and I was just trying to conceal it, like, no, it was a, accident, I'm okay. But it hurt me so bad. I soaked it in Epsom salt, and as soon as that toe hit the water, it was throbbing out of control. It swole so big, like I thought maybe, I had damaged it. Like, and right over the top of my foot, there's a black line right above where the pins are. So it's bruised. So now I gotta go in on Monday to get an x-ray and make sure the pins aren't moved, or just to make sure it was okay. But you got to be careful. All right, so the last question I'm going to answer, it says, how has recovery been? A pain in the ass. It's been a pain. It's been emotional because I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I'm not needed because my job, they call me a little bit, but I feel like they got it. They don't need me. So I feel, left out a lot of stuff. Watching your friends and family post things, go to things you can't go. So it's been emotional. It's been depressing because I'm just in the house. I hate it. And I want to get out. I want to go somewhere, especially when I couldn't drive. And I had to always ask somebody, go Starbucks, go give me this, go give me that. It was depressing. So I went through different stages. I hate just laying around. I'm not that type. I'm a go-getter. I want to clean up. the house. I want to go do stuff with my business. I just want to do something. I hate being a lazy. I just don't like to lay around. So that has been challenging for me. But I do like being home with the kids. That's something I never really got to do because I work. So that's been fun. But the pain. I try to get up and do some stuff, but within like 15 minutes, my foot looks like a balloon and it sits me right back down. So that too has been challenging. But I have a couple of weeks and I am going to try. I'm supposed to be home for 12 weeks. But I am going to see if my doctor will let me go back to work 2 weeks early. So when I go to the doctor, I'm going to have a little talk with him and see if I can get out of the house. So yes, I'm driving now. I can walk without my hardware, which is my boot. Oh, and I'll insert a picture of the stages. I went through first a scooter. Then I went to a walking boot. And then a little shoe boot. I'll insert all the pictures right here. So now I'm in my bed slippers. I can walk around without needing any of those hardware that you see on the screen. So that is huge. So with that said, that is going to be it. If you guys have any more questions in regards to my bunion, I'll be glad to, grab all those questions and add them in, or maybe do a part 2. If not, I'll answer all those questions when I do an update for you guys in a year. So that's going to be hard. I'm going to have to hold on to those questions, but I'll do that for you guys. All right, so that's it. That's the end of the video for me. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at SheSoJazzyJ. And like I said, if you want to keep up and see how it turns out for me in a year, make sure you subscribe to this channel. All right, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.